Alrighty guys, we're live here at NoMagNoTrading.com. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Click the icon later for making new videos. I'd really appreciate that, guys. What's going on today? Let me just go like this. Alright, cool. So today's day 550. And then we had 2K day. Alright, today is the 4th. Cool. Hope you guys had a great trading day out there. Hopefully you've been trading well. I know that today was kind of a slower day nonetheless. But that is the way it goes. You know, we kind of have to take what the market gives us. Right now, the market's kind of slowing down a bit. Let me just post this all over social media. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Click the icon later for making new videos. I'd really appreciate that. I'm live going over today's 2K today. Alright, cool. There's that. Just post this on social media quick. So yeah, I mean, if you guys were watching today's market, obviously, you know, there were some runners, some rippers, nonetheless, but there was nothing that was like really, you know, insane out there, to say the least. And, you know, there was opportunities, but few and far between. Alright, let me post this on social media quick. Just give me 1 second here. Okay, cool. There's that. Copy text. Boom. Just setting everything up here, guys. Give me a moment. If you guys haven't already, again, subscribe to the channel. Click the icon later for making new videos. I'd really appreciate that, guys. Helps the NoMagNoTrading.com community out a ton. We had GBS. We had Ader. We had, what was the other one? There was another one. PLX. There was, what was the other one? What's going on, Alan Fishing? Good to have you on, man. I believe you finished a green day. Is that correct? I don't know what's going on here. All right. We can do game and AMC. Awesome, man. Good to see your success. Good to see you keep pushing. You know, I know that things are a bit slower, but green days on days like today are honestly a little more of a success than most, so just give me a moment here. Alright, live. Cool. We're live. Alright, guys, so hopefully you guys haven't already subscribed to the channel. Click the icon later for making new videos. I appreciate that, guys. We're just getting everything set up here. Today I only made one trade, and that was on DATS, and, you know, I really like the way it's set up. It's a multi-day breakout. You can see here, getting flickering with the power. Hopefully we hang in there, guys. I'm getting flickering with the power. I don't know why. But you can see here, you know, we're having a multi-day breaker here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days of consolidation. I thought today was going to be the day. Had a 279 average. I sold some up here and then ended up selling the rest basically back down in here and here. Unfortunate, but at least we had some profit on the day. And, you know, tomorrow we'll be back at it. You know, I know that today was kind of a slower day out there. I mean, we had some runners and rippers, but really, I mean, PLX, it just went straight up out of the gates, and that was it. Ader, you know, same thing. Straight up, and that's about it. Game, you know, kind of just a little consolidation. Ripper, AMC, same thing. So, you know, in my opinion, not a huge amount of opportunity today, to say the least. I wish there was more opportunity, but we just got to be patient, wait for what the market gives us. Tomorrow should be a solid green day. I'm not going to take anything. You know, it feels good to kind of be downsizing and waiting for opportunity instead of trying to force up size and take a bunch of slippage and losses. This is what I should be doing as a trader. Tesla, I think, almost his all-time highs today. Let's look at the 1 year here. Let's see. Yeah, almost all-time highs. Unbelievable. Elon announced he was taking a position in Twitter, or I believe he did take like $3 or $5 billion in stock. And they went, you know, 20 to 25%, 27% today. So just incredible stuff. Anything with Elon, I feel like in the next couple of years that he touches in terms of stocks or any new companies that he makes, I think it's going to be a gold mine for returns. Something that I'm definitely watching. But with Twitter, you know, sure, I could have taken that dip, but I want to see it multi-day, see what happens here. And then what is Dutch Bros doing? It's one of my favorite. Nice little comeback today. I'm watching this one as well. You can see here, you know, setting up here, but IPO has been getting crushed lately. What's going on, Andres? What's going on, Eldrin? What's going on, J&W, MTH? Anyways, that's basically it. Nothing too crazy out there. Nothing going on. You know, slower day. And you guys have any questions, comments, concerns for me before I head on out here? I'll go ahead and wait for a couple seconds here for you guys to give me a couple questions if you have any. If not, all good. What a weird weather day today. I mean, it's been like pouring, windy, then sunny, pouring, windy, then sunny. I don't know if I've ever seen it like this. And then super windy again. It's been very up and down kind of weather today. Very volatile day in weather. How you feel on oil? I mean, USO, this whole Russia thing, could definitely retest highs, maybe break the highs. We're from a longer time frame. You know, we're obviously seeing oil creep back up. You know, there's definitely, definitely like upside to it, I think, in terms of the oil prices, unfortunately, for people who are paying for gas. I'm one of them. So definitely, you know, something that we have to worry about as those kind of people. The house is done for renovation here in the next 2 months. So it'll be about a month and a couple weeks, I think we're at. A month and 3 weeks, 2 months max. So I'm really excited for that. How do you deal with sluggish markets when they're used to more opportunities? John, that's a good question. How do I deal with sluggish markets when I went over this on Instagram last weekend. I basically said, you know, it's actually really hard to go from having, you know, $4.5 million months for 3 months in a row and then to downsize. It's extremely hard. It's not easy. You know, I'm not saying that I'm definitely not taking it for granted, and I'm definitely very blessed to be able to have those kind of months. But then, you know, I kind of like bled that into the rest of the year, and what happened was I was making solid trades, but I would take 3 steps forward and 5 steps back because the amount of slippage I would take the size that I was taking. So it was unfortunate, to say the least, the past 9 months. But the reality is, guys, is that, you know, as a trader, you go through ups and downs emotionally. And I've never been through anything like that in my life. To say that I made $4+ million in a month is just absolutely insane, let alone do that 3 months in a row. So to come down from that, you can't ever prepare for that. You know, you cannot ever prepare for something like that in your life. You know, obviously that's very life-changing money for anyone on this planet. And then just to go back to like slower times, it wasn't even that slow. It was just slower. Basically, it was like make a solid trade, take too much size on one trade, and give it all back, and then some because of the slippage that I took. So, you know, the markets that we were in were very nice, very volatile, and I just try to bleed them into the next 9 months in my head, and I basically just was like this, and basically just break even the rest of the year. Going into this year even, you know, and so I'm trying to branch out of that for sure, and, you know, the smaller size that I take, the better. You know, I've definitely, over the past 2-3 weeks, actually gotten away from my old self, which, you know, you might not have noticed, but I definitely have mentally, and sizing especially, and the strategies that I use especially. Everything's been going in the right direction. Now we're just kind of waiting for opportunities to arise. You know, it's unfortunate I went on vacation during the hottest week of the year, but, you know, like I said, I'm blessed to have this opportunity every single day. I'm blessed to be able to just sit here and watch the market and be able to trade it and find range and opportunity and volatility. You know, what we do is different, and in every aspect in the normal life, I think. This is a really weird niche that we have as traders, to be able to do whatever we want in life as long as we can keep consistency going. And something you can't take for granted. So, yeah, exactly. But anyways, guys, that's really it. I don't really have much else to say. You know, during those past 9 months, I started basically an ETF account where I just take higher risk ETFs. I take some ARK, I take some EV charging companies, kind of make that in my ETF. I bought crypto, and that's all kind of, I'm dollar cost averaging in Robinhood. I built up quite an account now. I mean, not an insane amount, but still quite an account, and I'm still just going to keep dollar cost averaging. No stress into it. DCA away. Keeps the doctor away. And that's basically it, you know. You know, when the time comes for me to go long-term only, maybe that'll be in the next couple of years, maybe that'll be in 5, then I'll be ready. But I don't want to waste my time on things that I can't focus all of my time in. You know, I don't want to get into a niche that, you know, I'm putting 5 to 10% of my time in, where, you know, in the reality, the big scheme of things, you got to focus on your craft and what you're good at, and just grind that into the ground, make it work, and then you can start to broaden your horizons as you get to be a bigger and bigger trader. But anyways, guys, I appreciate you guys for subscribing to the NorMicroTrading.com community. I don't really have much else to say. I'm not a financial advisor. Trade at your own risk. Have a plan, a process, a strategy. Free chat, link in the description below. My course, teaching by process, link in the description below. Check all the links in the description below. I appreciate that, guys, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Okay? Cheers, team, and go Hawks.